I had sent you an email earlier, and this is about the tree at Forest Parkway. We had raised some noise about this earlier in the year, and a lot of residents were upset with the tree that was put at Forest Parkway because the big evergreen that had fallen down in Hurricane Sandy was replaced with this. It's a neighborhood tree. You know what I mean? Nothing wrong with the tree.
Charlie Brown Christmas tree.
Right, exactly. And after some fuss was raised, Park said, it's going to be in the fall. We heard September. We heard sometime maybe November. And now we're hearing it's not going to be this year at all. It's going to be sometime next year. And yet they're planting trees all around the neighborhood. Is there any chance we can just, get in touch with Parks and just get a spruce evergreen tree there in that spot before this year is out?
So next week we have a hearing at the City Council with the Parks Commissioner. She'll be attending, Veronica White, and that's going to be one of my questions to her. I don't understand why we can't plant an evergreen tree there now, especially as you mentioned, it's still the planting season. We desperately need it. I think we've been very patient, and Parks, as you mentioned, told the Courier and other people that it would be planted in November. Well, we're in November, and the tree is not there. And we don't want another artificial tree this year for Christmas. It's something that the community really looks forward to. So I'm going to ask the commissioner about it personally, the citywide commissioner.
Thank you.
And I'll let you know what kind of answer I get. It's I don't think it's necessary that people start signing petitions or doing letters. Let's see what the commissioner says. They may relent and then just plant it next week. If that's the case, we'll be thrilled. I don't know that we want to go take a different approach just yet. Let's see what they say.
At this point, really, this is our last hope to have it this year. I mean, we know it'll be done sometime, but part of my concern is that if it doesn't get done now, then next spring will come and they'll come up with some other excuse, and then at that point it just becomes a lost thing. Where if we had kept up the heat that we had back a few months ago, we wouldn't be in this spot. And that's,
it's symbolic, Ed, but it's also very, very important to the community. I have never, and this will be my fifth tree lighting ceremony as the council member representing Woodhaven, but I've never missed one. As a matter of fact, it's always on the same night as the tree lighting in Rockaway, and I go to the tree lighting in Rockaway at 6 or 6:30, and I race back to the mainland to get to Jamaica Avenue and Forest Parkway so that I can attend the Woodhaven. I always make it on time. Maria always sings White Christmas. We see Christmas Bunny, who miraculously becomes Easter Rabbit, 5 or 6 months later. But, all joking aside, the kids love it. There are hundreds of people that attend. And we want an evergreen tree. I mean, the city planted, the other day they said they planted their 800,000th tree out of the million trees. It was a big ceremony that was on the news. We just want one, and we want one for Christmas, and it's really not a lot to ask for.
And listen, we recognize that it's going to have to be treated with care, and we're not going to be able to put decorations on it right away. And we understand that, but you're right, it's symbolic. It's something that it was the greatest loss this neighborhood had, to the hurricane. And it was again, it was a very visual thing for us to lose that tree. And I think it's disheartening to have to wait, another year for it. So anything you could do there would be greatly appreciated.
If the Parks Department does not agree to do it, I will look into having someone donate one, a private arborist or landscaping group, to come in and donate one and do it for us. So, and that's something that I haven't been afraid to do in the past. Sometimes when the city doesn't want to do something, I just have somebody else do it for me. So one way or another, we are going to do everything we can to get an evergreen tree planted there in time for Christmas. So no promises yet.
Thank you.
But we're going to get working on it ASAP.
That's great. That's terrific. Thank you.